the course. So it is the grievous activity be a debate me a nipa bi awasasi so. Idea o the year who said the Western world the year bibiman entwe ye baako the course. So it is the grievous activity be a debate me a nipa bi awasasi so. Idea o the year who said the Western world the year bibiman entwe ye baako kra wo honom because say obefa nipa na watete ne say de otete ye nyina ye nim how our slave trade era no net here because of history ene ne ma yakohu wo castles ne ade no ade ya nti on your screens an update eba ye de mamo or say Ghana intends to propose a United Nations resolution recognizing transatlantic slavery as the gravest crime in the history of humankind and calling for reparations and expects broad support despite resistance in Europe. And yes, that is the update. President John Dramani Mahama and a champion yes course said the beya omo ebe pata bibiman the kind of me can say ayaya dia omo de Africans omo efa mu ebesi ne Dr. Kwame Nkrumah krade o say still na sa kwasi konso ogina kwantia no still na edaso ekoso in a very different way ono de open ono akasa brofo mpo de ema no ewo honom enti currently President John Dramani Mahama amanfo dodo na akire mu a said the Ghana ekika kono niema ye leaders no ye ni ade won't because you see Ghana is always in the news. Ghana is always in the news some way somehow. Internationally Ghana is trending because anyama we akosui ote say in the update yema who said the Western world, especially the Europeans, they are not happy with some of these alterations and I said kasa yes some of the African leaders omo eka Ghana President John Dramani Mahama ene di animu enya de omanije eho kra ewo ho and the Europeans are not really happy with the fact that they have to compensate Africans because we have omo de emfa say metimi aka say European countries no dodo na omo make us omo colonize Africans ewo hanom ma slavery ni ade nyina etimi ekoso ewo ho nti omo de ebo reparations so a enye ade a omo eni eje ho kra so in as much as say omo eni nye ho no President John Dramani Mahama say nye omo asem kra no oti ono de he will still champion the cause. They have to compensate us, they have to find ways through grants any ade ni niema bebre they have to find a way to compensate Africans said the beya yenso ebe hu say yes niema omo de ye titimre mu no yenya ho emfaso ewo eho no menti President John Dramani Mahama update ni chemu in front of United Nations he is championing reparations for Africa, people of Africa, omo Africa hane people of African descent and ni nyina omo eka ho bia President John Dramani Mahama ehwe se omo ebetimi aboa na ya compensate yen ye hwe mu nso so a Senegal ye beko Senegal ni aba na ensem ni said the gayism homosexuality ekoso wo aman bi so na nse ya dey update by say Nigeria ni bi ka say Ghana ha de o ba ye free show any ade no ye be ma mo update no say a police force aka na be ma mo update okọ Senegal a omo di nkan pass law pass mra na ekire mu a wo no ye betimi a che watum up to 5 years no ni jail term ye betimi di amount na mo so mo promote homosexuality ni gayism ni ade ne ma nyina ewo ho no LGBT ni ade ewo Senegal no mo so no your actions are criminal. They have criminalized the act of promoting homosexuality, gayism, LGBT ewo Senegal. Na say the update ne say they have doubled the punishment. And say na wo kom 5 years said them din kan na say dey wo kom 10 years. And that is the update a free Senegal eba utremu a said ye Ghana ha ye de aye dendenden etwetwere ye mpanimfo ne bo aso nka asem no ye wie ka wonfa nkoma president no onsan ye se da bi obi afa ekire de asem no court enti o se ye twema court ka asem no wie ansa na ye hu ba bi ye de asem no befa asa ye de koto ha na ye de abeto ha na parliament omo champion ye in the previous government omu di animu say yensan yenti ase. That was a joint collaboration of the majority and the minority, both NPP and NDC. MPs omu nyina aka bom no enei asa obi aye din e wo honom omu nka ho hwe ukọ baabi te se Senegal de a omu mfa ho nsem no eni agro bi be ka se omu de omu ye nkramofo enti na omu edi sa adwuma no sa eniema wei obi eni ho esefata no se oye Ghanani na oye Christian oye Muslim enya de se efata wo e wo ho nti ukọ Senegal de a omu ede omu anya ntum e wo honom omu edi nkan pass law Emma ne be a criminal activity. Wow, oka ho asem udi hu nkomompo no waso betimi ayehye. But se e o double punishment no e wo honom. Ghana ha enche e bia ne ye say speaker of parliament e de abetudwa say omo san start asem no afresh. Na omo enhwe how omo be see a review because President John Dramani Mahama in his early days on the second coming no de tudwa say emra ne bi wo mu a omo be so omo hwe how best omo ebetimi ahyehyɛ ne ye na etimi aboa Ghana omo a yebechi omo no ebetimi aboa ama asotwe ne mu aye den enti enu nyina ye nsɛm a oso omo hwɛ obeka asa wie ya na speaker so de beto dwa sa asɛm no kra afi no omo hyɛ ase foforo parliament enti amanfo dodo na asa omo ani nje ho sɛ ye kwa na asa ye ba because edumre bi ye be pass ene asɛm foforo enti Ghana ha de ne de ye hwɛ animu say you be criminalize activity no mpo ne hu say jail term say ni na abekọ na won so a wodi hu enkomo would promote ni ade no won so obetimi akom how many years e wo ho jail term say e na beko enti that is the update ebi mu so kire mu a grants any some of aids are free amanone eba the western world no eba no ebi wo ho a yaso betimi ayehye say emma because so unya kwaji tumu a obehu say human rights for beba omo so omo champion LGBT ni ade omo so beba they will start writing to donors omo wa manone omo boa countries ebi ti say Ghana ebi ti say bosia kora ye kobo no chale waso betimi ayehye enti ebi mu hu ne say sa ne ma we nyina aka ho na ama Ghana ye twetwe na yase eba ye almost 2 years ne ye komu yi aban no eba ye omo entimi nka ho hwe other issues there what is really there with LGBT anti-gayism law Ghana ye pese ye pass no what is really behind it and only update ebi mu echechire mu e wo hono mu a omu chire mu a em se Ghana ye suro se em se AIDS free amanone ne ade beba no ebetimi abon ne ade they will start adding us to the red list of countries omu esi amanfo omu fa ahodie ho kwanti ama ya twetwe ye ho se ye besan and say ye beka ho asem na ya pass no into mra. That is the update. Ye be he Senegal de omu agye atum ewo ehonom Senegal de omu agye atum ewo honom a omu asadobo punishment no yenim say minority in parliament omu so di gu majority for no ye omu di gu omu chem said this was one of your campaign ensem omu di tudwa edi tudwa say Nana do danko Akufo-Addo onpe so obete sa asem no kra ni nyina aka ho bi na up till now omu ntimi pass sa amra no e ma ne meye mra e wo Ghana ha nti mu de mo ba fast track mo ba ya mo be make sure say sa amra ni nyina ya pass na omo edi sa ensemone wo Ghana ha sei no omo aso betimi ayehye but se asem na koye bibi foforo enim say minority omo abo mo achi abo na ewo mu na bibi foforo bebom na ye ni afiri so bibi foforo bebom na ye ni afiri so ya behwe say omo ebetimi omo betimi ahwe na yedi eno so ehu adwuma ewo ehonom yes Senegal enso so apase mra yen ko video we ni mra sisi.
Senegal lawmakers on Wednesday approved a bill doubling the maximum prison term for same-sex acts and criminalizing the promotion of homosexuality. The move fulfills a campaign promise of the government that came to power in 2024, led by President Bassirou Diomaye Faye and Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko. Senegal already had a law, last updated in 1966, that punished what it called, quote, acts against nature, with up to 5 years in prison and fines of over $2,000. The new version says such acts can be punished with imprisonment of up to 10 years and fines of over $17,000. Judges are also barred from granting suspended sentences or reducing penalties below the minimum. The bill defines, quote, acts against nature to include homosexuality, bisexuality, what it calls, quote, transsexuality, as well as zoophilia and necrophilia. Anyone found guilty of promoting or financing such acts also faces prison time. Imam Babakar Silla of the religious collective Ansam Jikoyi welcomed the move.
The longer it takes, the more complicated it will be, and these people, whom I qualify as public dangers, will continue to escape. You cannot be homosexual, which is already bad, and then be sick and transmit the disease voluntarily. I cannot have compassion for these people.
In the weeks leading up to the vote, supporters of the law held rallies in Dakar, chanting, quote, no to homosexuality, holding banners with rainbows crossed out. The period has been marked by a surge in arrests of men on suspicion of, quote, acts against nature, as well as, in some cases, quote, voluntary transmission of HIV, a crime carrying up to 10 years in prison.
All right, enti Senegal, almost Supreme Court and the Koye, uhu Palace de Justice nature one, Supreme Court in the Koya. They say omo akopeja jail term no for LGBTQ plus honum. Ti yebetwa ensem no so na ye the update no e de amamo.